I'm in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. Today I'm headed to go meet Michael, who is gifting a car to his father, Nick. One of the coolest cars to come out of the 1960s. A 1968 Pontiac Firebird. I think there's some things that make it really unique and special. And I have a feeling that's what Michael's dad, Nick, fell in love with all those years ago. I can't wait to find out more and why Michael thinks this is the perfect time to surprise his dad.
My father had a first-generation Firebird in the early 70s, and he ended up selling it. Growing up, he told me a few stories about the vehicle that really got me excited, and I think turned me into the car guy that I am today. I'm gonna do my best to recreate the vehicle that he had when he was younger. My father is my role model. He's my superhero. I owe everything I have to my father, to my parents, and I appreciate the hard work he had to put in for the family, because I myself am doing it right now. So I understand when he was tired. I understand when he was frustrated. I get it now. Some days he may not realize it, some days he may not see it, but deep down inside, I love my father more than anything else. I'm hoping that this car brings us even closer together, and it's gonna be one badass ride.
This is so exciting. How are you feeling?
Very excited about it.
Yeah?
So it's a cool experience to be able to do this for my dad.
Now, who else in your family knows that you're up to something?
Well, actually, everybody but my parents. They all know what's going on, so they're all really excited about this.
Do you think he has any idea that you're up to this?
You know, obviously, want it to be a surprise. I buy and sell cars every once in a while, so even if he, for some reason, saw something on my computer popped up, just me researching things, he wouldn't have thought anything of it, because he'd probably just think, hey, just another vehicle that Michael's buying and selling.
Oh, but he's not from the States, right? He came over at 19 by himself?
By himself. He didn't come from a lot of money, so whatever they did, it was always for the better good of the family. It was never about him, because he's a very giving person. You know, he's the least selfish person I know. And that's why it's so important that he realizes, hey, you know, my son did this for me because he realizes the sacrifices I made for my family, and he appreciates me.
And I heard your dad's first car that he ever owned is the car that you want to gift him.
So his first car after he came back from the military was a first-generation Firebird, yes. But he also realized the practicality of it up in Ohio in the wintertime. Just normal driving, it just wasn't practical for him to have. You know, you'd be at a stoplight, the light turns green, you let go of the clutch, the car just fishtails all over the place.
What do you think it was about the Firebird that your dad just fell in love with?
I actually think a big part of the reason why he liked that car was because it was red. His favorite color is red. He's Italian. If you think of some of the most beautiful exotic cars out there, it's gonna be a Ferrari.
Right.
I mean,
what other color would it be?
You think of something flashy, it's typically red, right?
What do you think it is about that car that makes it so cool? Like, what are the distinctive features of the Firebird that you're looking for?
A muscle car is supposed to be loud. A muscle car is supposed to be powerful. You know, when you put the foot on the gas, it's supposed to move. So, as close as I can get to, you know, some of those things, it'd be awesome.
We're putting some exhaust on it then.
We are.
Okay. Perfect. And do you remember that car as a kid?
No, so he got rid of that way before I was born. The only thing that I know of it are the stories that he used to tell me when I was little. He used to tell me about how I had a tachometer on the hood, and as you put the accelerator a little bit faster, the gauge would kind of sweep down on it. As a kid, it got me excited. When I think of that car, I think of that tach.
Why do you feel like it's the perfect time to give this gift to your dad?
This is another way I want to show him, hey, Dad, no, I get it. I realize the struggles and the grind that my parents went through for us to be as successful and to have what we did. I want to show my dad the appreciation that I have for what they did from when we were younger.
I think that's so cool. How the heck are you gonna try to find the exact car you want?
We are in NASCAR country, so we should be able to find a lot of vehicles around here. I'm gonna be looking around, scouring the internet, and every single lead I can find to try to find this vehicle. Not only do I need to find a vehicle that isn't too far gone or too far finished, I also need to find somebody who can restore the vehicle and get it done just the way I want it.
What do you think his reaction is gonna be?
I hope he's excited. I hope he doesn't say, hey, you have a family, why did you spend this money? I think and I hope he'll appreciate what I did and why I did it.
Pontiac rolled out the Firebird in 1967, probably to compete with the Camaro, which came out in 1966, and the Ford Mustang, which came out in 1964. So you can see in that time period, the muscle cars were just exploding, and Pontiac wanted its own version. You could choose from the coupe or the convertible, and they also gave you several different engine options. The Firebird was super cool. It had so much personality. It was sleek, it was compact, it was stylish, and it had its own look to it. It really has its own personality. So if you wanted to be the cool kid on the block that was maybe just like a little bit different, you went with a Firebird.
My name is Nick Cadignani, and I used to own a late 60s Firebird. I bought my Firebird in the middle of September 1971 and paid $900 for it. But I did repaint it. It was gray, and I repainted it red because I always loved red. I traded my Firebird in 1975, and of course, Michael never got to drive it because he was born in 1982. In the old country, he didn't have much of anything. So I promised myself once I had the chance to make sure that my kids have some I never had, and that's what I did.
All right, let's see what we can find here.
I think Michael is looking for something very specific, so just the process of finding the right car in itself might be a tall task.
Market on these cars is going crazy. It's gonna be very difficult to find something. A lot of the ads I'm seeing for all these Firebirds, a lot of them are in disrepair. This is a 69 here. So you can see, I mean, like all the bodywork looks like it was done. Either they have a quarter redone.
That looks pretty rough.
Well, you gotta envision. Obviously, the vehicle I'm looking for, it's gonna need to have work. Well, we got this one here. There's a 68. Looks like the whole front end's redone on this one. I don't want to pay for work that was already done that isn't what I'm looking for. So a guy that I know at work, he knows of a Firebird for sale. So he got me a video here. Okay. We can try to take a look at it to see.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see.
Hey, Mike, this is Rob. I've got your 68 Firebird here. I'll pull the tarp off and show you some things about it.
The guy says it's a pretty solid car, and there's a lot of parts that come along with it, so it sounds pretty complete. Even cares enough about it to have the front end lift off the ground so the tires aren't on the ground. It's already kind of red, too.
It is.
It actually is a really nice car.
Michael's friend Rob gave him a lead on a Firebird, so he went to go check it out, and unfortunately, within the confines of his budget, it just needed too much work. It was not the right choice for this renovation.
I keep coming up short for really what I'm looking for. You know, obviously I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep looking. I mean, this is a project I'm looking to do, but as of right now, I'm getting a little upset, getting a little concerned about finding that right one.
Although Michael hasn't been successful yet, he is not giving up. I hope his persistence pays off because he's got another lead to track down, this time with restoration expert Gary. Fingers crossed this is the one.
So right now I'm headed to a shop owned by Gary Volpicelli. He's a restoration guy that specializes in first-gen F-bodies, which are Firebirds and Camaros. He tells me that he has a 68 Firebird. I'm gonna go check it out and see if it's the one for me.
You have to find the guy that's gonna make this dream come true. The build is gonna be a really heavy lift. Like, you have to get this right, and if you don't, Michael's gonna know.
How you doing? I'm Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you. Michael, nice to meet you, sir.
You too.
So I hear you got a Firebird for sale.
I sure do.
I'm looking to get a first-gen Firebird for my father. I want to build it for him because he had one a long time ago, and he had to get rid of it.
Oh, I got the car for you then. I own Gary Volpicelli Restorations, and I have a 1968 Firebird that I am selling. It's been sitting in the trailer for like a year, and I just hate to see it sit there. It needs to be on the street. It's one that I purchased from a prior customer that lost interest in it, and I bought it from him, and I'm looking to just get my money back on the thing, sell it. We can get it out of the trailer and roll it in the shop for you, and
Okay.
you take a peek at it. Let's unload this thing.
All right, very
Take
good.
a look at it.
Wow.